So, I had flown up to the northwest to do some hunting. Specifically, I was after pelts. You know, kill wolves or whatever else I could find that would yield pelt. And along the way, I spotted a level 112 saber-tooth. So I picked it up. I had enough stamina. I was full up on stamina. Picked it up, and I have just flown it back here. Doing the whole flight in normal speed without sprinting so that I'd have enough stamina to actually get here. And now I am arriving. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to whistle passive just before I drop this thing into the pre-prepared taming pen. Whoops, okay. Whistling passive. Now I gotta get this thing into the taming pen. Oh crap, it's loose. I need to pick it up again. Either that or keep it here in the corner. First, I need to recover some stamina. Okay, its interest is in me over this way. I never did get that wall fixed. That is a real downer. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can get away with this. Walk off this way. Fly off that direction. So as not to attract its attention. Oh, never mind. It's out. I need to grab it again. Got it. All right. Now, can I do a better job of dropping it? There. Now it's in a good place. All right. Battle music is going because the cat there is aggressive. But he's trapped. I just thought I'd take 1 minute before doing anything and replace the missing wall section so that we don't have this sort of a problem again. Now, ignore the unfinished paint job. Oh, I need it to be on the platform, not somewhere way past it. Alright, I need to approach lower, I guess. Oh, for crying out loud. Thank you. And I'm still on it, okay. Switch the rifle over to tranks. What the hell? Oh. It's just the cat is a little upset. Okay. Okay, that That's 2 shots. That's 3. It should be going down anytime soon now. Wow. This thing's taking a lot of shots. Of course, it's a 112. I guess I'm going to have to be satisfied with shooting it in the back. I can't get a headshot from here. Okay, to borrow a quote, this is the part where you fall down. I am impressed how many shots this is taking. And we're down. All right. Okay. Instead of just jumping in there like an idiot, like I did before, land. I said land. Inventory. Okay. I have a little bit of prime meat from some hunting I was doing. So we'll get the prime. Some backup meat to go with it. Where's... oh, for crying out loud. I have to run and go get some narcotics because they didn't restock what Jack was carrying. Fortunately, I have plenty of them. Now... dump in the prime. Narcotics, the backup meat. And go ahead and get some more. And then the waiting game. Meanwhile, everybody back to neutral. But I'm still going to close the door just in case things go south. Meanwhile, it should be just a simple waiting game. I'll check in when we're done here. All right, we have a saber-tooth. Okay. I actually thought about this for a while. And I actually have a name for this one because of the black tiger stripes on it. All right. Okay, let's go ahead and put you on neutral. out here. And you can just chill right there. I'm going to go ahead and keep this closed. I've decided to go ahead and keep this taming box closed up just for this kind of thing. I get an opportunity for something good, I can just pick it up and drop it in there, and so on. And now I'm going to take some time and arrange for a saddle after I pick up that egg. Or those eggs, 2 of them. Wow. I'm impressed. Alright. I'll be back. Alright, took me a little while, but I got a saddle arranged for this sucker. Let's have a look at her here. 1800 health, almost 19. 30, 620 stamina. 292 weight. 300 melee. 130 movement. That's good. Alright. And let's drop a saddle on there. And let's see. Sprint's pretty good. No right-click attack. Okay, that was a regular jump. Let's try for a sprint jump. That was a little clumsy. Sprint, jump. Not bad. Not bad at all. And so here we are approaching Zul'jin's barn, because while he's busy elsewise, he did tell me that I was welcome to come over here to the barn and get Jack here acquainted with one of his female Argents. And that sounds like a winner to me. Let's see here. Now, is this the... that looks like something else is going on here with a couple of crocodilians. Well, they look like crocodilians to me. Alright, let's see. Okay. Got a male and a female. Okay. I got things figured out here. Basically, you know, the way I figure it, in order to make sure that when set to wander, the birds in question do not decide to just wander airborne, they need to be enclosed in a place where they can't do that. But of course, there is a little issue that I don't want to do any kind of messing around with that barn. That thing is too cool, and anything I do would be just terrible. So, I'm going to put together a temporary structure. There we are. One temporary, albeit economy, mating hut. Let's see, yeah. Let me drop a doorway there. There. Now they can both be set to wander without a problem. Assuming I can get the E menu. Here we are. Enable. And we go over here and we enable. And now we wait. And when I'm done, I put this one back where I found her. And I demolish this temporary hut, so there is no problemo. And that way, there is no risk of me doing anything ruinaceous to that awesome barn, which would be really a shame. And anything I could do to it would be ruinaceous, so I'm not doing that. Alright. Alrighty, here we go. It is too hot here to do that. Alright, let's turn off the wandering. And now let's just take this thatch wall down. Take this down. I'm going to put this one back where she was originally. Well, it would probably be helpful. Well, how about we just do it this way? We destroy what the thing is built on. There. Oh, man. There we go. Alright. Put this one right back here where I found her. Alright, now head out of here and be on the way with plenty of thanks to Mr. Zul'jin. I'm impressed. I actually thought that by taking the floor sections out, the stuff that the floor supports would be gone. Wait for it to count down. There. Poof. Okay, taking out the last one got rid of the rest of it. This stuff will despawn in a minute or two, and everything will be back the way I found it. Great. Now, to find a locale with the correct climate for incubating an Argent egg. The downside of this location is that it's loaded with carnivores and whatnot. And so I'm going to be here perched right over the egg, and if anything starts to go down, the first thing I'm going to do is pick the egg up. And hopefully that won't be an issue. That's the whole reason for building this little temporary hut. Alright, we're getting close here. At one point I needed to start up a third fire. I got, well, a second and then a third. And then it got too hot, so I had to shut one of them off. Otherwise, it's been uneventful, thankfully. Just about ready to hatch. And here we are. Okay. This is a male. All right. Just paste that in there. Wang Chi. I was hoping for a female, but you take what you can get. Alright, now let's make with the meat, because this isn't over until there is enough maturity for this little guy to fly home. And while we're at it, let's disable wandering. I think we can kill the fires now. And now, bring this sucker up to 10% maturity, so on. Born level 151 with 1682 max health. Almost 3,000 stamina, that's good. 364 melee. Not bad. In fact, I'm not sure, but I think those numbers are about what Jack Burton's was when he was tamed. So that's cool. Alright. And now for the growing up phase. All right. Wang Chi is now in the juvenile stage. Doing well. Loaded down with meat stuffs. So shouldn't be any problem feeding him. And I've taken some time and I have expanded this little impromptu hut so that there should be room for both Wang Chi at full size and Jack Burton. Where I'm going to be in all that is probably ducking collision boxes over here in the corner. But, yeah, well, that'll be fine. Stay here until Wang Chi is big enough to make the trip home. Well, checking in for an update here. Wang Chi is now adolescent. It's been about an hour and a half or so real time since he hatched. And also, I note that right now the sun is still out. And also, I've taken a look around outside here, and there's not much going on in the immediate vicinity. So I think that this is a good time to blow this pop stand. So, start taking out floor sections. Alright, last section. Okay, the whole place is down. Begin to fly. Now here's hoping that young one here will actually fly. I didn't consider that. Oh, for crying out loud, he's walking. This is like double plus not good. This is where I wish we could pick up the young ones. I now have a problem. Can I pick him up in the claws? No. He's not going to fly, it seems. Okay. Wang Chi is getting along. He's about 87% grown. Oh, crap. For crying out loud, I can't get out there to do anything. I was just going to say something about the fact that there is a Carno out here. Nice little complication. All right. You guys want to chill and let me back in? Oh, no, I don't want to go under the place. Okay. This time for certain. 99 and a little bit percent tame, or grown. When it reaches 504, he'll give a squawk, and it will be time to destroy this place and get out of here. This time for certain. It's been about, I think about 2 hours and 20 minutes or so since he hatched. Real time. Okay. All right. You follow. And now, let's get rid of this place. Okay. Now, let's see if he'll fly. Good. Okay, now, get my bearings. That's the volcano. I need to go this way. All right, there you go. We've finally made it all the way back home, and now I have a saddle here for Wang Chi. It's turned out to be pretty good, and with leveling, he's going to become just as awesome as Jack Burton. Okay, only right thing to do. Wang Chi, of course, must be at Jack Burton's side, because that's the way that works. In any event, I think I am going to call it for today. It's been a lot going on, and I didn't fit near as much into this as I wanted to. Like, for example, I did get the floor in here finally converted all till stone, and I got the walkway converted over to stone. And I've got some plans for building, and I didn't get that destroyed yet, but I will soon. There's going to be a kitchen / cooking facility here next to the greenhouse, and I want to get doing that really, really soon, and get water run into the kitchen, and get some neat things like industrial grill and some other stuff and things going on, refrigerators and so on. But in the meantime, I think that's going to be it for today. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I am outie.